Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Beingguruelectrical channel. This is Majid Brother with you with another topic related to construction projects. Today we discuss terms and definition in the construction projects. But before starting the video, if you didn't subscribe the channel, subscribe now and turn on the notification. So let's start. So the first term is approved. The terms that include such as approved, approved by, to the approval, is directed. So this type of term comes or related with the approval of any document, specification, contract. So this is the most common term used in the construction projects. So next we have contract. Contract means the binding agreement entered into between the parties and the contractor for the construction of the works. So this contract may be between contractor and client, it may be between the contractor and consultant, it may be between the contractor and the owner, so it may be between the two parties. Then we have contract document. Contract document means document which altogether form the contract. So all the document which is the part of the contract is called contract document. Next we have drawing. The drawings included in the project documentation. So all the drawings which are included or which are the part of the project documentation is called drawings. Engineer. Engineer means the party appointed by the owner to administer the contract. So the owner may have the engineering department. So that engineering department is responsible to administer the contract. So the engineer is responsible to administer all the work and ensure all the work on site is as per the contract and a contract document. Next we have engineer representative. Means the party appointed from time to time by the engineer to perform the duties on behalf of the engineer. So normally the representative of the engineer is the consultant. So the engineer appointed consultant on his behalf from time to time, whose authorities and delegated powers shall be notified in writing to the contractor by the engineer. So the engineer representative is normally the party appointed to supervise and check the contractor works on site. Government. Government is the important term used in the construction project because government means the government of the state, including its ministries and offices. It is the most important term used in the construction project. This is because you may need some government approvals for your project, for your construction. You may need some approval from the ministries or of government offices. So this is also a very important uh, term used in the construction projects. After then we have government department and utility services. Government department and utility services means any governmental, semi-governmental, administrative, fiscal or judicial, ministry, department, commission, authority, tribunal, agency, municipality or body, and shall include the provider of electricity, gas, water, wastewater and other public services and any party with a regulatory function under the laws of the state. So government department and utility services also serve a basic and most important part of the project document. You may need electricity for your construction project, you may need gas, you may need water, wastewater and other public services. So this is very important for any construction project. You may need some ministry approval, you may need some administrative approval, you may need some municipality services. So this is very important in the construction projects. Next we have guarantee. A guarantee is a written insurance that a material, product, component, item or of equipment, finishing or any other part of the work meet certain defined standards or quality criteria and or last for a certain length of time. In a project documentation, normally the guarantee is mentioned that for this amount of time, like 3 years or 5 years, the quality of the works or the construction should be is guaranteed for this period of time. So defect or any defect should be corrected by the contractor by his own expense during the guaranteed period. Next we have independent agency. Independent agency means a party where specified in the contract document or is instructed by the engineer as an approved agency who is responsible for the specific task assigned to that party by the contract document. Independent agency may be some approval providing body which is instructed by the engineer responsible for the specific task in the project or in the contract document. Next we have owner. Owner means the party for whom the project is being undertaken and the handover of the final product will be made. So owner is the one to whom the contractor will hand over the final project or final product. This is the owner. Next we have permanent works. Permanent works means the permanent works forming part of the works to be designed and or executed and complete by the contractor under the contract document. It's called the permanent work. Now project documentation. All documents associated with and applicable to the project contract are called project documentation. It includes all the specification, drawings, contract documents, all the documents that are form the part of the project contract are called project documentation. Then we singular and plural. Words importing the singular only also include the plural. Vice versa, where the context requires. In the context requires some singular and plural importance, it should be mentioned there. Site. Site means the place provided by the owner where the permanent works are to be executed and which plant and material are to be delivered. So, site is the place where the construction is to be done and where the material are to be delivered and stored. Any other place that may be specified in the contract document or by an instruction of the engineer is forming part of the site. So the site area should be specified in the contract document and it is specified by the engineer. Next we have plant. Plant means irrespective of ownership. All plants, facilities, temporary structures, accommodation, equipment, tools, appliances, apparatus, machinery, vehicles, and other things required for the design, execution, and completion of the works and the remedying of defects, whether imported or locally supplied, but excluding temporary works and other things intended to form or forming part of the permanent works. It is called the plant. So simply, the plant is the all the things excluding temporary works and all the things that intended to form or forming part of the permanent works are in the plant. Next we have specification. Specification contained in the contract including any modification or addition thereto as may from time to time be issued or approved in writing by the engineer. Specification are the main element on which the contract or the construction project is designed. It is also the part of the contract. Every construction project has its own specification. So those specifications and also including the modification or addition in future from time to time from the engineer approval should be termed as specification, should be included in the specification. Specified in the project specification is also the term mentioned in the project documentation. Temporary works. Temporary works means temporary works of every kind other than plant required on the site for the execution and completion of the permanent works and the remedying of defects. So temporary works are every kind of works other than plant which are important to finish the permanent works and complete the remedying of defects. So it comes under temporary works. Works mean all supplies and services of any kind, including permanent works and temporary works required for the project and to satisfy the requirement of the contract document. So work include all the temporary and permanent works which is important to fulfill the contract document requirements. So this is all about the terms and definition mostly used in the construction projects. These terms and definition are Middle East and Pakistan, India region If you are outside this region, so there will be some slight changes, but the main theme will be same. Thank you for watching the video. If you like the video, like and share with your friend, and if you didn't subscribe, so subscribe now, and turn on the notification to receive the channel updates. Thank you.